Hello everyone, in this video we're going to talk about posting that is done at the end of the accounting period. So after we record all the transactions, we did these transactions in the general journal entry. At the end of the accounting period, we're going to post all this information to the T accounts called general ledger, and we will calculate the ending balance for each account. So, for example, in the first transaction, March 1st, we have cash, $12,000. So, we're going to put $12,000 in cash, and then common stock, $12,000 credit. So, we will put $12,000 common stock on credit. So, that process is called posting. Okay, so cash, $3,000. Notes payable. So we find notes payable, $3,000. Okay. You can cross it after you do it so you know it's been done. I can put a different color here. Equipment, 4,500 debit. Cash, 4,500 credit. Okay, so we did that. Prepaid insurance, 1,200 debit. Cash, 1,200 credit. So debit to debit, credit to credit on the T account associated with that transaction. Supplies, 6,500 debit. Accounts payable, 6,500 credit. Okay. And then cash, 8,800 debit. Service revenues. Here is service revenue, 8,800 credit. Okay, so we're good with that. Okay. March 15, accounts receivable, 3,300. 3,300 accounts receivables on debit. Service revenue, 3,300 on credit. It's done. We receive cash and recognize unearned revenue, $9,000. So cash goes up, debit. Unearned revenues is a liability, $9,000 credit when it goes up. So we're done with that. And then we paid accounts payable, this one. So when accounts payable goes down, we put it on the opposite side, $6,000. Cash goes down $6,000. Okay. And then we receive payment from our customer, $3,000, to pay the accounts receivable here. So accounts receivable goes down by $3,000. We did that. And then we recognize salaries expense, 1,800. 1,800 salaries expense. We put it on debit because expense is a debit account. And cash goes down by 1,800 on credit. And then utilities expense is 5,200 on debit. Cash goes down by 5,200. Okay, that's done. And the last transaction is paying dividends, $500. So dividends is $500 on debit because dividends reduce retained earnings and cash goes down by $500. Okay, so that's how we move debit amount to debit column and credit amount like this one to credit column for each T account that are associated with the transactions. Okay, so now we can calculate the ending balance. For debit account, the ending balance is total debit minus total credit. Okay, use calculator for that. Total debit minus total credit. Okay, 16,600 for cash, 300 for accounts receivable. Well, you don't have to use calculator for this. It's just very simple calculation. So we calculate the ending balance for each T account. Okay. And the green position here shows the normal balance. So these 8 are debit normal balance. And the next 5 T accounts are credit normal balance. And the credit normal balance means total credit minus total debit. Okay, but most of them are very simple. So 500 left in our accounts payable, 9,000 unearned revenue, 3,000 notes payable, 12,000 common stock, and I need to make it wider, 12,100 service revenues. So that's how we post from general journal entry to general ledger, and that's how we calculate the ending balance for each T account. Thank you for watching.